Oh yeah, we live, y'all. Y'all already know what it is. Like, share, subscribe. Ring that bell so you guys will get all the updates. Whenever I drop content on the channel, man. You guys already know what it is. Real Pro Ballers Podcast, EP.4. Everybody know what it is in here, man. And we're gonna get into it tonight. It's gonna be a great one, man. I'm in the building. With a special guest tonight. Ex-NBA basketball player, professional, goes by the name of Mr. Andre Brown. Memphis Grizzlies, Charlotte Bobcats, Seattle Supersonics. You guys should know what it is, right? Andre, what's going on, man? What's up with you, dog?
What's going on, fam?
Living large, baby. I can't complain, man. Man, we gonna get into a little bit of the news that's going on, and then we're gonna talk about some of the things, some of your career and the experiences you had for the time you was in the NBA, and just thoughts and just things that we can just peel off your mind and your brain, man. Because I'm gonna say something to you, man, that bothers me, bro. And I was telling you this before we came on, man. It's these Laker fans have lost their mind, bro. Mm-hmm. So you and I both know they got a fairly new coach, first year coach from last year. Well, let's start first. First, he was an assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks and won the championship as an assistant coach to Mike Budenholzer in Milwaukee.
Right.
Then he gets the head coaching job with the Lakers, right? In his first year as head coach, he goes to the Western Conference Final.
Right.
This year he turns around and he goes this year to win the in-season tournament championship this year, beginning of the season.
Right.
Since then, the Lakers have been on a slump and lost a few games, and now everybody want him fired, man. All the Lakers nation will turn against him. The fans saying he trash. You got trolls that don't know nothing about basketball, that never play basketball, that's running around here calling this dude trash, saying he's garbage. You gotta know anything, man. My man, can you please talk to these people, man? Because I don't think they understand how hard it is to be the coach at that level, and the things that guys like Darvin Ham got to go through on a day-to-day basis, especially coaching superstars, multiple superstars like he got right now in LA.
Well, you got to think too, he on the big stage in LA, so it's going to be pressure with that anyway. So, I mean, you got to give a guy like that a chance, man. Darvin Ham name around the league is solid. Every player loves this guy. He's a player coach. He reminds you of kind of like Doc Rivers. You got two superstars over there with all these pieces that you guys would think that's going to get over the hump. It's just not enough. So what do? They put it on the coach at the end of the day. I mean, these guys won the chip in the bubble. Everything was all good just a week ago. You know what I'm saying? Now it's, when teams panic, they look toward the coach. They're not going to start from the top, which is, LeBron and those guys, and kind of hold them accountable too. But I like the guy. I think they should give him, multiple chances. I mean, it takes a while to build chemistry with the players and the coach. So I think everybody need to pump their brakes. This is just like overseas, man. You already know how it go. When teams start losing, what they do, they got to make cuts right away. You know what I'm saying? Everybody panics. And that could go both ways. You can either go up from there or you go down. So you just never know. But with that situation, I wouldn't panic as much. Darvin Ham's a good coach, man. He's well respected around that league.
They make it seem like he's not. And that's the problem, bro. Like online and just in the media, you run into a bunch of these guys, like I said, who ain't never been between the lines, bro. Let me ask you a question. How important is it for you to pretty much be in the game and have been in between the lines to understand some of the ins and outs of professional basketball?
I mean, that right there just lets you know that that guy's solidified, man, because he's been in that fire. Similar to Coach Darvin. He's played in the NBA. You don't think he knows how this game goes or how players are or how to be around certain superstars and things of that nature. It's the same thing, man. You when you're in it, you know this game. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to guys just coming along who never even played or never got picked up in a pickup game at a park. So it's crazy, man, when you look at it and think about it from that standpoint.
Yeah, some guys think they play high school basketball or middle school basketball and they can come talk about professional basketball and they think it's the same, bro.
Yeah,
I tell cats all the time. Explain that, bro. Explain how it's different from when you go to college, because you went to DePaul, right? Explain how it's different from when you go to college than when you go to the pros, bro.
Well, I mean, it's more work. I mean, on that level, to stay on that level, you got to continue to work. You know, college, you can get away with so much, you know, and you know, some guys can, you know, go based off talent, but that NBA is a whole different ball game, man. You got to put consistent work in. You got to change diets. It's a lot that goes in with that, you know. And it's funny because I was looking at something the other day as far as like and1 players and NBA players, and you know, people were trying to kind of relate the two, but it's two different styles of play, and most of the and1 guys think they can make it to the NBA, which is it's totally different. It's not street ball. It's not you're not gonna get away with a lot of those push fouls and all that stuff. So it's a whole different ball game, man, when you're on that level. And the guys who are on that level deserve to be on that level.
Yeah, man. I feel like, look, Darvin Ham put in his work, bro. And here's my thing. Why be mad at Darvin Ham if Darvin Ham didn't hire himself, bro?
Right.
Listen. The Lakers organization knew. Let me tell you about this. Let's talk about this. You had Frank Vogel. Vogel won the championship. Yeah. You only gave him a 1-year extension, which is unheard of a coach who win a championship that only get a 1-year contract extension.
Right.
A year after that, you fire him. Now, this dude won your championship in 2 years. How many coaches you know outside of him and Mike Budenholzer get fired 2 years later after winning the chip? So you fire him. He was a veteran coach that had already been to the Eastern Conference Finals with the Pacers back in the day. Now you got a situation where you trying to clean the slate to hire a coach you think gonna come in and win a championship, right? You know what these guys do? So the Lakers, knowing this, they go hire a rookie coach in Darvin Ham. Right. So now how you gonna be upset when a rookie coach going through sometimes rookie bumps in the road as a head coach? How you gonna be upset when you gave him a team that you're trying to win a championship now, but as an organization, you went and hired a rookie coach? So to me, if you want to be mad at somebody, you shouldn't be mad at Darvin Ham. You should be mad at the Lakers organization.
Yeah, start with the top.
If they was that pressed, shouldn't they have went and got a coach with championship experience who knew how to deal with these situations?
How long is this contract, Darvin Ham's?
I think he got like a 4-year deal.
Right. I think they should extend it to the end. See what he does in that 4 years. I mean, they
said today that they're not going to fire him right now. The Laker fans want him fired now. They say they're going to evaluate him to the end of this season and make a decision about next season. Come on, bro.
Yeah, that doing that now won't really, garnish them some wins. I mean, they still going to be in that same bubble with those pieces that they have. They can't get over that hump. That West is loaded.
Bro.
You got an aging LeBron. You got a superstar in AD who's kind of inconsistent. You don't know when he's going to show up. He's a hell of a player, but it's like after that, then what? you gonna blame the coach?
I'm with you on that, man. And I just, man, it made me upset to see these guys pushing these lines and pushing these narratives, man. I'm sitting here looking at the play. I'm like, man, bro, they really hate this dude, dog. They really disrespect this dude as a coach. And the funny thing is, man, is that then when these coaches get from up under these type of situations and go to other places and actually get a chance to be a coach,
they prosper.
Right. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Yeah. You being behind the scenes and being on NBA teams before, how hard do you think it is sometimes for coaches to make decisions when you got superstars on the team? Like dealing with that?
It's hard because it ain't really gonna be a decision. They're gonna listen to that superstar, like a LeBron, for example. But you got to think too, that's why they brought a guy like Darvin in, so he can relate better with those type of players, like a Tyrone Lue and Doc Rivers. Those coaches are good for players.
They hate Doc. They hate Doc. They say Doc is trash. I'm the only one that's probably in the whole basketball world that defend Doc Rivers, bro. They say Doc Rivers is trash. He don't know basketball. He blow 3-2 leads. I'm telling you all the stuff these trolls say online.
Yeah. They don't know basketball, man, and it happens. It's a part of the game. I mean, it's just a coincidence that he blows 3-2 leads or whatever the stat line with that is, but that doesn't take away his credibility and who he is. And like I said, he's well respected. Like players, it's a players' league now. They're gonna listen to the players, and those players will vote those type of coaches in any given day. And they already got a target on their back too, just for the skin color. So you got to look at that too. So it's already a challenge going in. It's just not about basketball. It's so much tied into it, and it's messed up that they doing this now. And the way that roster has been, they've been shaking it up for so long. It's like, when you gonna get this guy a consistent team and stay with that? I've been watching him. He's had to change that lineup so many times. It's like, what do you do?
And they look, injuries.
Yeah, all injuries, that plays a factor, right?
Guys not playing well consistently.
Yep.
All of these things, but they don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about the coach, bro. They want to talk about Darvin Ham, bro. Like he the one. Like I've always said this, bro. If you a coach and I got to go out here on a night-to-night basis, bro, and I don't know who's gonna be available, who gonna play, who hurt. How am I supposed to get chemistry? How are we supposed to get continuity to be able to come out here and put a good product on the floor, game after game after game?
Yeah, and you preparing the game, thinking those guys are gonna play. You know what I'm saying? You're already assuming, all right, I got all my guys. Then right before the game, 2 of your key players are out. Now what do? You know what I'm saying? So they put that on you as well, as if that's not a factor. That's a factor. You got a guy, D'Angelo Russells and those guys who giving you maybe 10 or 12 points. Sometimes that's missed if they're out. So how does he prepare for that? He's got to look down that bench and go with a guy he hasn't played consistently. And you want this man to win in LA on that stage? It's ridiculous, man. And that's the political side of it too.
Yeah, it's always got to be a fall guy, man. And I hate that, bro. I hate that he got to be the fall guy in that situation. And you know what it's going to be. Y'all hit that like button as y'all come on in. You know what it's going to be, bro. And it's sad to see that this is where we're at now.
Yeah.
As far as the NBA, man, a lot of trolling going on. They've taken when we was coming up, it's the eye test. Now it's more so analytics and stuff like that.
Right.
And all this other food. What is your thoughts on that? What is your thoughts on the way the game has gone now versus how it used to be?
Like you said, so many analytics and so many other things that's just not, in my eyes, basketball related. They actually got an analytics guy in like the draft room. It's based on so many things, which I understand too, because when you look at it, it's a numbers game, and you always look at the potential of a player, of what he can do. They don't look at what he can do now. As far as it goes with the potential, what he'll look like in 2 or 3 years, and I don't know. I mean, I'm old school, man. So we roll them out, play ball. Like you said, do the eye test, physical test. Like we had a bench press test, all these things that you thought was a part of the game, but now it's so much different to where as though some of those things you don't even have to know how to do. It's other things. The guy's a great locker room guy, or the guy can, I don't know, he's good around the guys, but the guy can't play. Like, what about the guys who can play, who actually put in that work?
Dre, these guys don't even practice no more, a lot of them, from what I'm hearing, man. How you feel about that, knowing how was it when you were in the league? Were y'all practicing, or how was it? Because I hear now a lot of these teams ain't even practicing no more, man.
I mean, we was practicing. When I was in Memphis, that's probably one of my better years there. I had vets like Mike Miller, Kwame Brown, and Paul Gasol had just got traded over there from the Lakers that year. And, I wasn't playing a whole lot because, I had Paul Gasol, so my minutes was going to be limited. We had Stroman, Swift. So, I got spotted minutes here and there. But in practice, man, shit, we went at it. Yeah, ask Kwame. Like, we had to play one-on-ones just to, keep in shape, keep in the rhythm of the games, for when we get that number call, we're ready. So trust me personally, I wasn't that high tier guy. So I had to put in extra work just to be there, just to stay in the gym. And I couldn't go strictly off talent because everybody in this league has talent, man. Everybody was good. Everybody had a name. You know, you got to find your niche and find out what you're good at and what you can implement within the team. You know, it's a prime example when I first signed with Seattle. My vet was, you know, Ray Allen and Rashad Lewis. I'm coming in. I know, you know, I'm thinking I'm a McDonald American. I did well at DePaul. Listen, I went into it knowing, look, I'm not about to go over here and score 20 a night. I'm playing with fucking Ray Allen. I'm about to set him some screens, make sure he's open. You know what I'm saying? Make it easier for me. And you know who vouched for me every time? Ray Allen. Ray Allen got me that contract that year, and I ended up staying with the Seattle Supersonics just because I did my job and just because I was consistent with that. And I knew that if I did my job, it was going to be better for me later on. You know, it'll open up other things. But some players, you know, they want it now, but don't want to put the work in and think it's going to come overnight. It's not the case.
Yeah, but like me and you, we played together overseas, and bro, I'm telling cats like, bro, check this out. Like when I met you, you coming from the you got an NBA tag on you. Yeah. And I told cats like, you think about this. Think about Darvin Ham having to deal with superstar players in the NBA at the highest levels. Yeah. Then you go overseas as a guy with an NBA tag, and now you got to come to a team where a local guy is a big name, and now the coach is acquiescing to him over the dudes who got NBA tags. So this is why I said, this is why when I talk about Darvin, because I remember that. Yeah. Trey was on the same team, and I ain't gonna tell y'all what team he was on, but the big dog was calling for the rock. They gave to him one time, he turned, dunked that shit hard, dunked that bitch. I said, damn. I'm standing right beside you. I said, damn, he dunked that shit. Yeah. Turned back around, came back the very next play, put up. This dude done shot the ball from down there half court. Man.
I ain't see it no more.
And he came down and did like 5 times. Yeah. Dre walked up to him after the game. Like, nah, dog.
This ain't for me, baby.
Hey, he said, man, I play in the league, man. He said, man, I gotta mean something, man. He said, man, y'all got a man out here shooting all these balls, man. Ain't no way. Yeah. Peace. But see, this is my thing. So when we say that, bro, people don't understand. When you talking now on the NBA level, when you talking coach like Darvin Ham, bro, explain to the viewers, bro, how difficult it is for a coach to deal with superstar personalities on a team, and while making sure you keeping everybody else on an even keel level.
Well, that's why you go get a guy like Darvin Ham, who's been around superstars. Remember, he played with the Detroit Pistons. So, you know, he had guys like Rashad Wallace, Ballerz, Ben Wallace, those guys. So
Rip Hamilton, all of those.
Rip, all those guys. So you know how to cater, how to be around those guys because you're watching, especially for a guy who's trying to transition into coaching.
And he was with Ray too. He was with Ray, Sam, and Big Dog Glenn Robinson
and Milwaukee. Yep. So he knows. That's why you go get guys like that who knows how to talk to a LeBron or a Paul Pierce when them guys was playing, because they're not gonna listen to no Tom, Dick, and Harry who never played ball before, ain't been in the trenches like we talked about earlier. They want a guy like Darvin Ham who's gonna scream on them, hold them accountable, and they're not gonna take it personal, because they respect them as a player and a coach.
Now, what do you think? Let me ask you this question. How do you feel about they're saying there's leaks that half the locker room don't turn on them? Like when you in the league and it's like reports and stuff that come out, how much of that stuff did you see like was true? And how much do you think, man, this is some BS right here, man?
Oh, it's rumors, all rumors. Anything like that, the locker room and all this and that. No, listen, LeBron's the top guy on that team. Trust, if he's not rattled or saying anything out of pocket, it's no issues until the media makes it an issue. It's always the media. They got to have a narrative. They got to twist words. They got to ride with the fans. They got to read comments and make their story. All that shit is false, man. Those guys are losing, but I can bet you that those guys are together probably more than any other team. You're going to lose some, man. They know somebody's got to take the blame. They're going to ride for Darvin Ham, but it's not in their hands when it comes down to it. It's got to be on those top guys, the other guys, the management.
How difficult do you think it is for those guys, especially in a city like LA, that are role players, to play on a team with championship expectations and beside a guy like LeBron James and AD and those guys? How difficult do you think it is for those other guys, knowing that, like, I don't know if you went through this or you heard this type of stuff, things the fans may say to you during the games, after the game, in the crowd behind you and stuff like that. How difficult do you think it is on that level with that type of team to perform as well on those teams? Because I see a lot of guys, he'll criticize those role players and call them trash, say D'Angelo Russell's garbage, all those dudes, you know what I'm saying? They're just straight trash. They need to go. What's your thoughts on that, bro? How difficult is that under those type of circumstances and situations?
Well, one, you playing in LA, it's them and Boston are like the most historical teams in the NBA. So those two stages are just big. So any player who, opts to go to LA, like, it's not a cakewalk, because you're playing for the fans, you're playing, you know what I'm saying, for the history down as a Laker. You think about Magic Johnson, the Kobes and the Shaqs. You gotta have a certain type of or when you come over here, it's same situation with a Dwight Howard when he went to the Lakers, and it was kind of bumpy up and down, because it's not an easy place to play when the spotlight is that big on you. It's LA. Now, if he'd have went to Milwaukee or San Antonio, like a small market team, been fine. The lights are brighter in LA, man, and it's just that much more pressure on players to perform sometimes. It's very difficult, especially when the fans are well into the game. You got celebrities at the game more in places like LA and New York. So you're playing for everybody. And if you don't show up, they're going to let you know. Philly's the same way. Guys couldn't play in Philly. Ben Simmons, those fans are a part of that, man. And if you can't handle that or be in that situation, it's not going to work out for you. It's not, unless a LeBron or somebody vouches for you to come over there. It'll be a lot easier then. But you got to go over there and impress him. You got to impress Darvin. You got to impress the Cupchecks and all those guys. So it's difficult, bro. I can imagine. How
did you see guys dealing with the media when you was with these guys on these teams like the superstars? When you when you were losing games and stuff like that, how is it that they deal with the media when the media is asking them all these crazy questions and trap questions and stuff like that?
Yeah, when I came in, like I said, my vets were Rashad Lewis and Ray Allen and the guys. So I watched them, dog. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to stay on this level. I wanted to know how to be a professional. And watching guys like Ray Allen, he didn't crack whether we won or lost. He was the same person. He always showed up to the media. He always did his due diligence. He was an ultimate professional, bro. And that's kind of what, that's what I wanted to strive to be. It was a professional and learn how to, talk to the media, be a community activist, things of that nature, stuff like that. And he was a prime example. And when I spoke to the media, I never had beef. Even when I had a bad game, I always stayed positive and try to rise above that. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen someone kind of flip on the media. Like I said, I was watching Ray a lot. Even when he had bad games, bad games to him was like 20 points. It's still a good game. But for Ray Allen, to them, that's bad. He stayed the same, stayed professional, and they loved Ray, man. So I learned a lot from him that year.
Did you see a lot of politics being played on certain teams, like with the coaches and stuff, or like who they was playing and things like this?
Absolutely. It's a prime example when I was playing with the Bobcats. That was the year 2009, and I was trying to make the team. And the guys I had to beat out in order to play were like Sean May, I believe, was there, and
from North Carolina.
Yeah, North Carolina, and Ryan Hollins, and big those guys. Ones, yeah. So when you look at it, even though the same situation happened to me in Atlanta too, when you look at it, I came in there, bro, I didn't get drafted. So I had to take the back door to get in anyway. So I had to work that much harder to begin with. I'm coming in I remember it clear as day in Atlanta. I give you this. That I came in like, yeah, I'm trying to get a spot. I'm going hard. They mad at me for going hard. They told me to
I
calm
already know
down.
how you look. I already know how you going because you coming out there trying to dunk on cats.
Listen.
You coming straight trying to get on cats. I already know, dog.
I'm with Joe Johns and I'm with Josh. Look, I'm trying to be with you boys, man. I'm going hard, man. Do you know it was hard? It was they told my agent it was the hardest decision to cut me at the end because I was the last cut, but I end up losing that spot to a guy, Esteban. I want to say Esteban Batista. He was all right.
I know
he was okay, but he had a guaranteed contract already, and I beat him out that spot. But they didn't want to lose. They didn't want to cut him because he had a guaranteed contract already, and I was trying to make a name for myself and get a contract, and I proved myself. You know what I'm saying? And it could have went sideways after that. I could have went in mouth and said, fuck this. I'm not going. I kept trying. This was my rookie season before I actually got on. I kept trying out for teams, and you just gotta stay the course, man.
Jordan, was he over there with the Bobcats? Was he running when he was over there?
Yeah, he was over there. Yeah.
You had interactions with him?
Yeah, most definitely. I met Jordan in eighth grade when I went to his camp twice. So we had interactions. He used to always come to our practices. We had
hold on. Let's get into that. Now let's talk about that because we got some infamous stories. Because see, you gonna be the interlude for Kwame when he come back. Because Kwame was getting ready to tell us about his experiences with Michael Jordan. Because everybody want to know this because people is putting stuff out here.
His is better because he was actually there, had a more intimate time with Jordan. So when he came to our practices, we didn't talk to him as much. Like I saw him on the plane, gamble a few times, come to our practices. He played. He used to always play Shannon Brown. I don't know if you know Shannon Brown. He's from Chicago too.
Yeah, Shannon Brown with the Bunnies. Oh, you already know. I know.
Yeah. Him and Mike.
He played for the Lakers too. He played for the Lakers too, and he played for Charlotte.
He was in Charlotte that year I was there. Yeah,
bro.
He's super athletic, man. But yeah, him and Mike used to bump heads. They used to play one-on-ones. So that was kind of fun to watch. But I'm sure Kwame's got way more stories than I do.
Yeah. So, but no. So Mike used to come to y'all practices sometimes.
Yeah. He came a few times. Times.
What was that like when Mike walked up in them practices, though?
Shit, it was Mike. But I would say this: we know that's Jordan, but guys were still being professional and acting like we've seen them before, But in my eyes, I'm getting on. I hadn't seen him since the camp, so it's been years in between. But when I saw him, it's like, damn, that's Mike. A down to earth guy. Shit talker, like everyone says. Kwame
said that. That. Yes, he said exactly what you said.
Good as advertised. Whatever you think of, that's what he is. Like I said, him and Shannon Brown used to talk so much shit to each other, play one-on-ones, but I liked it because he didn't back down. He put the young boys in their place.
Mike
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's what's up. So Mike was actually coming in there, lacing them up sometimes.
Oh, he practiced with us for sure.
Tell me he wasn't out there getting buckets, man.
Him and Shannon was going at it. That's what I do remember. Yeah, I do remember that. It was a 2-on-2. For the guys who don't play, we kind of got to stay back and kind of do extra work, which is cool, Right. But yeah, Mike jumped in, so it's pretty competitive.
I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall for those 2-on-2 games.
Oh man, yeah, they were fun, man. And Shannon was going hard. It was me and Ryan Hollins and Emeka Okafor was there.
Shout out to Emeka Okafor. You come, you already know.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we had a nice little core over there. Used to go at it.
Hold on. So Mike is in the Charlotte Bobcats facility, going at it with Shannon Brown, and they going hard in there.
Yeah, he hooping and talking shit.
Mike ain't playing no games.
No. Then he'll take a couple plays off. He was kind of coaching and playing at the same time. We was playing a 2-on-2.
Was Oak over there at that time?
Oak, no, he wasn't there.
Okay.
No, he wasn't there.
I'm about to say if Oak was over there, it's finna go down. Listen, you already know if Oak was over there, because I know Oak came over there for a while after that thing. Because when Oak was over there, Oak, man, bro, I'm telling you right now, man. You already.
They don't mess with big fella. They do not best mess with big fella.
Listen, man. Listen.
Dude. Big fella, wow, man.
Every single day. That's how
all day.
Go. But that's the only way he know. And that's why I respect Oak, man, because he gonna be on you like that every single day. And guys need to hear that, man. So I'm glad to hear that Mike was in there really going at cats, even in the Charlotte Bobcat days.
Yeah.
Because Kwame didn't tell me, he didn't tell me that part yet. That he did say that he came around, but he said exactly what you said. He said, good old country down south, talk smack to you, normal guy, but talk shit to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I didn't know at that time that he was still in it. Because I remember like when he came back early on for the Wizards, he was going in practice and stuff like that, giving it to him. But I didn't know for the Bobcats too, Mike was still coming in there. And was he getting buckets?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Easy. Little turnaround, James, all day long.
Money.
Easy work. Teaching you, talking shit, and scoring. What you want? Pick. It was fun to see, man. It was fun to be around, man. It was. It definitely was a time, brother. I tell you that.
And watching guys like Ray Allen, those guys prepared, man. You know, I don't know how you feel. I said this to many people. I don't care what nobody say to me. I think Ray Allen's the greatest shooter I've ever seen before in life. Even better than Steph Curry. I know a lot of people love Steph Curry, you know, but I just think that Ray Allen, Jesus Shuttlesworth, was the greatest shooter that I've ever seen grace an NBA court. Man, you seeing Ray Allen in practice and seeing him up close in them games, being on his team, give your assessment, man.
Jesus Shuttlesworth. And I called him Shuttlesworth every time, man. Like, he's an ultimate pro, man. You're ultimate pro. You want to do everything. Him and Joe Johnson, because I've been around those guys, they kind of remind me of each other just as far as their professionalism and how they prepare for the game, how they take care of their bodies. You know, Ray's, like when I first saw Ray, our first game, he's soaking in the hot tub. I'm like, damn, you soaking in the hot tub before the game? I said, that don't make you tired? Like, no, you know, it make you, because I'm a rookie. I'm like, shit, that make me tired. Nah, it relaxes me. You know what I'm saying? Make the game come a little smooth. I'm like, all right, cool. See, he played lights out. He takes care of his body. The guys who take care of their body are the guys who last longer and are more consistent in their games. Like, it's unbelievable, man. I like his work ethic. Joe Johnson was crazy with it.
Shout out to Joe Johnson.
Even Rashard Lewis, guys don't know, 6'10". He was a bucket, man. Knocking threes down. Like, he was unbelievable, man. I learned a lot from them guys because I want to soak it all in, man. And I want to stay, you know, even like Jawan Howard was my mentor, you know, coming up. He's from Chicago. We're from the same area.
That's Jawan Howard. You already know what it is.
Yeah, I learned a lot from them guys, man. Just the main thing was the professionalism because it carried over to the court. It was easy for them. It's too easy.
Right. So and then in Memphis, who was your main guys? Pau Gasol and who else was over there?
Yeah, Kwame had came over there. We had Rudy Gay, Hakeem Warwick, Mike Conley.
You talking about dude can jump out the gym out of Syracuse University?
Yeah.
Hakeem Warwick damn near touched the top of the backboard, ain't it?
Hakeem Warwick get up, boy. We had rookie Mike Conley when he was over there.
Stromile Swift.
Yep, Stromile was there. Yeah, those are all my vets, man. Damon Stoudemire.
Dre, this is when they packed teams with bigs.
Yeah, and they were true fives. You know, right now guys are playing. It's like all twos out there. Everybody want to be a guard.
What is that practice? What is practice looking like with Stromile Swift, Hakeem Ward, you, and all these other big dudes going at it in there? What is practice looking like? And Pau Gasol having to go against these guys. What is that? Explain that to us, bro.
Listen, man, I wish I would have, because of those guys, because of the respect of those guys, because we had a Paul Gasol and Stromile, my minutes was a little decreased, which I understood. You know, those guys been there before me. They put in the work. I got to earn my keep. But I had some of the best practices, bro, with these guys, man. I'm talking, me and Gasol. Me and Hakeem Ward was always on the same team. We would go at these boys, man. It was so fun, man. It was just that practice alone, because Paul Gasol, I want to learn a lot from. His footwork was just magnificent. And he was so long, but oh man, I used to catch him with 2 all the time, man. Stroll him out, dunking on everybody. We going at it. Oh, it was fun. Mike Miller.
Shooting the lights out the ball, huh?
Oh man, it was fun. It was fun.
And I want to go through that a little bit. And let's talk about y'all coach, the Czar, Mike Prezella. That was y'all's coach, right?
No, we had Mark Alberoni over there.
Oh, okay. So Mike had left by that time.
Yeah, we had
Okay. Hold on. Was that the year before Powell went over to the Lakers? I think that's the year before he got traded to the Lakers.
No, it was this. Matter of fact, it was the same year, right? Powell was with us first, and we traded him.
Then Kwame came over. Okay,
Kwame came over. That's the same year. Yeah.
Okay. So Powell's out there starting and getting buckets in the practice. How is Powell getting buckets against all these super athletes, man?
He like dirt. The footwork. It's the footwork.
So Powell. So hold on. So Powell is giving dudes the business in practice that's supremely athletic.
Yeah, stroll out, giving them buckets. He's doing this in games. It's easy, bro. He's 6'11". You know what I'm saying? With crazy footwork, long, will dunk on you, and he'll knock down that 15-footer. You know, every once in a while. You know, not a kind of a liability on defense, but he was such a threat on offense, bro. He just was going to the line a lot. You had to foul him.
And that was a time I thought Rudy Gay was gonna go like this.
Yeah, Rudy had one of his best. Yeah, he had one of his. He had some good years in Memphis.
Bro, UConn was bringing out some dogs out of UConn, bro.
Yeah.
Bro. So Rudy Gay, man. Listen. So hold on. So
that's my man.
all these guys, y'all had practice with all these guys, man.
I forgot we had Kyle Lowry that year too. Call him Butterball. Kyle Lowry and Mike Conley. Yeah, Kyle Lowry was big as hell that year. We call him Butterball. But we had Kyle. Kyle, yeah. Mike
I call him Caboose. But yeah,
he's actually smaller now when you look at him compared to then. He was bigger.
Well, he got to be small now because he out there in Miami. You know they got them. Yeah. You know they got them rules down there in Miami.
Right.
If you don't make them rules in Miami, you ain't finna play.
Yeah.
And that's crazy, bro. And it's like, did you ever hear about the Pat Riley rules and stuff like that?
I did. What
did you hear? What did you hear?
It's crazy.
I heard dudes was dunking on the camp with Pat
Riley. Man, them guys is wild, man. You had to come in a certain weight. You had to have a certain body type. You had to ride the bike 90 minutes before practice. Man, it was so much that went into that, man, that makes like free agents not want to go over there. Nobody wanted to go to Miami.
Only real dogs going over to Miami, huh?
Yeah, you
guys
a dog.
Guys like Jimmy Butler, them guys want that extra gym work and all that other stuff.
And that's why they got a team full of tough skinned guys. All the no-name guys, all the not so big guys in the league are the toughest players because they got nothing. They got nothing to lose.
Let me ask you that question. How is the Miami Heat always in contention, bro? How are they always in the Eastern Conference Finals or the NBA Finals the last 4 or 5 years?
Because they know how to draft and they know how to get players who are going to go through the wall for them. They're not going to be superstars, but they're going to play that system and play the right way. So you throw in a Jimmy Butler, you throw in a Tyler Herro and a Bam Adebayo, and you put all those pieces around them. Shit, those are dogs. You know, them guys.
And they beating more talent, bro. Listen, they was making the Celtics last year look like it was easy work them first 3 games, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The Celtics supposed to be a team. People thought the Celtics was just bro. They played Miami. Miami could sweep them dudes before they made it a series.
Yeah, when you run across some dogs, that show you how soft you are because you're playing a different type of player. Then you got a team full of them who like that. And when Jimmy get them riled up, they all follow. Right, so it's gonna be a good outcome from that, and
they really on that.
Just like domino effect,
huh?
Yeah,
they really on it out there in Miami, huh?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's cutthroat. It's hard nosed out here.
What's the hardest teams that you was playing against when you were in the league? What's like the most hardest teams, like the teams you know that this gonna be? You have to bring it. We're going to bring it tonight.
During that year, I would say. So you got to think.
At that time you was in the league. Let me ask you this question. We're gonna get real. Did you see, because LeBron and Kobe are both in the league?
Yeah.
Who did you see as supreme in the league at that time?
Well, Kobe was running it at that time.
Now, let me ask you this question, because you say this. Most of the players from that time, or the old school players, they pick Kobe over LeBron.
Right.
The media now will say LeBron over Kobe. Why, in your opinion, do most of the players roll with Kobe over LeBron all time?
Probably because of the rings, the way he got it, just the mentality. They don't have the same mentality. Kobe's more.
Explain that. Let's break that down real quick. What you mean by when you say LeBron and Kobe don't have the same mentality? Well, let's break that down.
Kobe's more cutthroat. Like, I'm gonna slice you from here to there. Just the supreme score. That's what I mean. Like a Jordan. Like, I'm just about to give you this quick 20, and it's gonna look like I gave you 20. LeBron's he's more passive when it comes to those guys. Nothing wrong with it. He likes to get everybody involved. He likes to, cover the whole stat sheet. You know what I'm saying? Which is nothing wrong. To me, he's the more complete player, maybe all around guy. But when you talk about a player who's like, I'm gonna kill you and we're gonna win, that's them guys, and there's a difference.
So if you had a choice and you're trying to win a championship, you taking a Kobe or LeBron James?
It all depends on who else is on my team. If I got some good pieces, then I'll take a LeBron, because they can double guys like that. But I know that a J.R. Smith or Ray Allen's going to get off, if that makes sense. Opposed to Kobe, I know he's going to give me 30. But shit, are we going to win though? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. To me, it depends on the team.
Let me get you like this. One game to win a chip.
Oh, I got to go Kobe.
Why is that?
I got to go Kobe. Like I said before, the mentality, the will to win, because he wants to win. You know what I'm saying? And I know he's going to do everything necessary to win. And if it comes down to a last shot, he's that guy. He's never swayed away from taking the shot. Jordan's never swayed away. Bron, more than those guys. You know what I'm saying? I want a guy who know, man, we not losing this game. Give me the ball. Look, everybody clear out. Let's go. That's my guy right there. So
if you had to pick it all time right now, who do you have higher than who? Do you have Kobe over LeBron, LeBron over Kobe? How do you have it?
I had Kobe high on the list, but once LeBron got the points, he kind of that kind of puts you above those guys, because when it comes down to it, it's about buckets. We're talking about a guy who's a pass.
But do you think that he's a better player? Period.
Better player
all time than Kobe? Because I would tell you what I think, but you go ahead first.
Yeah, I think so. Just because he was 6'8", 6'9", he could play 1 through 5.
You think LeBron can play 5?
I think so.
Okay.
I think because the 5s are not that big anymore. There's no more Shaqs. You got guys.
Oh, you talking about in this era?
Well, when he was playing, it could be an easy switch off. I think he'll hold his own when you got like a Rasheed Wallace.
When he was playing, you think he's switching off on Ben? You think he's able to switch off on Garnett? He's able to switch off on Pau Gasol, Andrew Bynum. He's able to switch off on.
I think so. I think he'll hold his own defensively because he's not a small guy.
let's talk about that. How big you seen him in that around 08, 09. How big is LeBron James for real, bro?
He's a guard in a power forward's body.
I try to tell people this. So he's going like what? He's going like what do you think? He's 6'8", 6'9"?
He's 6'8", 6'9", between the weight of 260, 275, bro.
I told people this. People keep trying to tell me, yo, Ticket, he only about 240. I said, bro, that nigga like almost 270,
oh,
280,
no.
You don't understand that, bro.
You got to understand, too, because of his height, he's going to be, more weight, too. And he trains. I mean, that's because when you look at him, and he's so fast, it's like, nah, he got to be lighter. They don't think 280 could be that fast. They didn't think Zion could jump that high at 300 because you've never seen it before. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know how to explain it. Like, it could happen. You can find a ultra athlete who's 6'8", 280, and it's just superior. It's only it's only a few of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like it's everybody. It's only a certain selective few of those guys, and he's one of them.
Right. Oh, he built like a slave. LeBron James.
Oh, man. Oh, my God.
Bro, listen. Let me tell you something, bro. That dude coming down the court full speed, bro.
Yeah, full speed. Full speed.
Bro, let me ask you a question, Dre. Dre, how in the world is he outrunning young dudes right now, bro? I'm watching some of these games, bro. This dude outrunning young dudes going and dunking on dudes' head. How is that possible at age 39, bro?
Got to take care of your body. Got to take care of your body, and it's that diet. And what you reap is what you sow. What you put in is what's going to show. If you take care of your body, the man puts $1 million in his body. It's unheard of. Who does that? I don't think Jordan even did that. He lasted. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy because when we mention those certain type of players, I put LeBron higher too because to me he.
Hold on, you got him higher than Jordan?
No, not higher than Jordan, but just in because of his longevity and his endurance, it puts him past a lot of those top guys sometimes just due to that because he was more durable. And I don't know if that could have been Mike because he took some time off and, all these things. We'll never know. But when you look at a guy like LeBron, he's the most durable player. I think later on in his career, he started missing games. Dwight Howard was the same way, a guy who barely misses games. Body is good, So when you take care of your body, because most guys don't, young guys coming in, they still eating McDonald's. It's about nutrition, the way you take care of your body. Those things matter. And I learned that as I got older. Because shit, I'm coming out, I'm eating everything. I'm jumping out the gym. Like, it's not going to affect these hops. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be all right as I get older, but you slow down. Your metabolism slows down as you get older. So you got to do something a little extra to stay even killed with those young boys, when they call you out, So it's quite fascinating, man, to see, all the time and effort and money he put into his body because it shows.
See, you said that you think he passed him when he got to scoring. I never think he passed him because I don't judge it like that. I don't judge it off just.
You mean between him and Jordan?
Him and Kobe.
Okay.
I think I judge it off of your game,
and
the intangibles and the other things. I think that Kobe Bryant is greater because he has a greater heart, he has a greater will. I think that's what made Michael Jordan the GOAT.
Right.
Not just because of Mike's skills, not just because his accomplishments, because his drive was stronger than anybody else's drive out there. His desire and his will to be great was stronger than anybody else's out there. See, when I look at it like this, I look at it like Kobe Bryant willed his team to go 3 more NBA finals.
Right.
They won 2, went to 3 more, and could have went to more if the league would have let him get the Chris Paul trade. Would have went to more, would have won more championships.
I think so too.
Chris Paul trade. So you think about that. The man goes to 7 finals and wins 5. Could have went to more, but he didn't get the CP3 trade. Didn't get the Achilles tear. Right. LeBron, he's been in the league 21 years and still on 4 championships, lost 6 NBA finals, has been able to manufacture and put his teams together. See, that's how I look at it. Maybe you look at it differently.
But you got to break it down like that because that's true and that's a factor also. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things that you like we said about mentality. That's one of the things that you want in certain type of players because you play differently with that type of mentality. And Kobe had that. That alone puts him over LeBron just with the mentality. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's why
with the skills. You think with the all around skills, you think that
LeBron showed you he was a Magic Johnson type guy, can do it all type guy. But as far as like skill and owning that 2-guard position, you know what I'm saying? Really taking the 2-guard, the definition of a 2-guard to another level, that's Kobe Bryant for sure.
Let me ask you this question. I see a lot of the young guys putting Steph Curry over Irvin Magic Johnson all the time. How you feel about that?
How old are these kids, man? 10?
Oh no, but listen, I'm asking, bro. I'm asking you. I'm getting your opinion. Cause see, look, a lot of these dudes are troll. Hey, listen, bro, Drake.
Yeah.
They'll tell me, hey, man, bro. Oh, you played overseas today, bro. Listen, a lot of NBA cats play overseas some years. They don't understand that. I play with a lot of bro. That's how I met you.
Right.
You can't understand that. I play with you overseas, bro. Man, play in the NBA, bro.
Yeah.
We on the same team. I'm in practice. Every day I'm in practice watching you dunk all over. We in there straight up, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so, again, when I come in here and I ask you, it's because people got to hear this.
Yeah.
I don't want no big sumo wrestlers telling me, no dudes who got 400-500 pounds on here telling me about basketball. They ain't never been in between the lines, bro. All they did was eat Twinkies all day and do all this work. I don't want to hear that, bro. I want to talk to dudes who actually been between lines. Because you know why? Because they actually respect the words of other cats who been in the game more than they do these guys. Let me ask you this question. You've been in NBA locker rooms. How do the players feel about these shock jock reporters and stuff that's out here that ain't never been in the game, that's just out here saying anything and everything? How did you see they feel about guys like that?
Well, you don't even have to see that on the NBA level. That could be on a high school, college level, just with, reporters throwing jabs and certain like that. Guys don't like that at all. Especially when you've like in the NBA, you build more relationships with these media guys because you see them on a regular basis. And I mean, depending on who you are, they won't say certain things or they won't take jabs, but nobody likes that. And depending on what type of player you are, you got to know what comes with that when the media, does their job. It's you can't always think that it's going to be something positive said about you in every article. So either you got tough skin or you don't. Either you can take criticism or you can't. You know what I'm saying? So the guys like Ray Allen.
Let me give you an example.
Go ahead.
Kwame Brown, he came when he got upset with Stephen A. Smith, and a lot of ex-NBA guys have gotten upset with him because they say he affected contracts. Kenyon Martin has said this. Kenyon Martin said he pulled up on Stephen A. Smith in Puerto Rico and said, hey, bro, keep my name out your mouth because the stuff you saying on TV is affecting my contracts. You out here saying all this crazy stuff about me. And they're saying that teams really listening to these dudes that ain't play no hoops. Ain't, you know what I'm saying? And you going on TV, you hurting the value of some of these cats. Right. That's why I asked you those questions about these guys. And I'm not saying they're not necessary. But I'm saying it's a play. I'm saying they should respect the guys that have actually been in between the lines, bro.
But see, that's the thing too. They with Kwame, I don't think he gets enough respect. You know what I'm saying? They don't respect him.
They call him every name in the book, Dre.
Listen, until when he spoke up and started going off on that podcast and airing everybody out, they're like, oh shit, Kwame. Because the man, y'all been killing the man for his whole career. How the hell can you be successful if I got to hear this shit every day? You're not going to even allow me a game or two to get under my belt to prove to y'all that I'm a number one pick, that I'm a good player. You guys badger this man, his whole entire career, man. And it took for him to actually speak up.
Hey man, shout out to my brother 78 Sports TV, man. He a part of us, and he basically came up with the whole conception of the Lions Den community. And he do the boxing, I do the basketball, but he also do basketball. You're a big time Milwaukee Bucks fan. He came in tonight. He says, I have a 10-year rule. If you only been watching basketball for 10 years, don't argue with me. If you've only been dating for 10 years, don't talk to me about relationships.
Yeah,
bro, that's facts. And shout out to my brother for that. Bro, for sure. Those are facts, bro. Bro, listen, and I'm glad he said that, bro, because he even said, he did a video today on his channel. Y'all go subscribe to his channel. He said, bro, if the Lakers fire Darvin Ham, let him come back over to the Bucks. Let him come back over to the Bucks.
Oh, yeah. He'll have a job quickly.
Bro, I'm trying, bro, listen. And that's the reason why I said, bro, I'm coming up with a new rule, bro. A new rule, bro. I ain't finna, man, listen, man, I ain't finna waste my time with these hoes no more, man. Because it's bro, what they have done is, Dre, they have hijacked social media, and they have made the players seem like they don't know ish, and they know everything. You can see it from the levels of the NBA guys who played overseas. Bro, you can look on TV and see these little shock jock reporters on TV telling NBA players they don't know what they're talking about. What the hell are you talking about?
Right. Or the guys just hiding behind the keyboards, you know, they can voice
you come in there, you come in that team, they give you that big ass book full of plays.
Yeah.
You got to learn plays, terminology, all this stuff. Bro, listen, these cats don't know half of this stuff. They think they know.
Nah.
But you don't know. You're not in those practices. You're not in and listen, bro. Like I said, bro, we've been through that's why I always say, bro, I'm so happy at this point, bro, that I'm gonna move into this whole lane of only having NBA cats up here to chop it up and pro guys who played overseas and have played in the pro leagues. Because, bro, please explain to people, man, the difference, bro. It ain't the same as you going to the YMCA.
No.
It ain't the same as you playing high school. It ain't, and you got cats come, oh, I can do what you do. I could have did that. I could have played here. I could have played there. Well, why you ain't do it?
Yeah. Why didn't you?
How hard is it, bro, to get a contract out of all the players that play basketball? How hard is it to play either overseas or in the NBA, bro?
Bro, listen. I'm just running a timeline. I'm McDonald's All-American. I got 2 gold medals. Went to Nike camp, did all these extraordinary things. You got to think it's other guys out here too, doing the same thing you're doing, trying to get the same look that you got. And it's a big world out here, man. So everybody's trying to make it. It's 32 teams, so only 15 guys can get on the roster. It's tough. Listen, I'm thankful because I got the opportunity to play in the NBA and I actually got in. But shit, it wasn't white picket fence for me. I didn't get drafted. I wasn't in the green room like I wanted to. You know, I'm in draft night. I'm crying because, you know, I didn't get drafted. I know what type of player I am. You know, I had to work that much harder, bro, to prove not only to myself, but to these guys that I belong with these guys that you guys are always mentioning. And the guys that you got above me, man, dude, I was in the gym 2 or 3 times, man, a day, and doing physical therapy work and different things, and had to change my diet. Just, you know, that shit is tough. No average guy can do that, man. Because if they did, like you said, they'll be in there. You know, but that's
tell you, bro. I'm trying to, bro, and it takes a high level of discipline to do this type of stuff too, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
that's just real talk, bro. That's just real talk, bro. That's why I knew, bro. Listen, I'm gonna say this to you, man. I again don't have a problem with the journalists. They can do their job. They have a job, but you're not finna sit out here and tell people who've been between the lines, you ain't this, you ain't that, blah, say blah. Bro, listen, again, they have come out here and disintegrated the name of Darvin Ham. Bro, you know how hard it was for Darvin Ham to make it to the league, undersized big in that era, bro, to make it to the league and carve a niche for him and stay damn near a decade in the league. You gonna tell me that mofo don't know basketball? Then he went as an assistant coach for all these years, grinded as he's in a D League when it was a D League, grinded in the D League as a coach. Then he comes to the G. That's how I knew Darvin Ham from the D League. Then you come because he was working with the Lakers in the D League. Then you grinding in the NBA as an assistant coach all these years. Yeah. So you win a championship. You learning the game. Then you get to the highest level for dudes to say, "Oh, he don't know basketball. He's a bum. Terrible adjustments. Terrible this. Terrible that." And he ain't never did shit in they dirty ass lives, bro.
Yeah.
They want to come to a real made man. I can't respect it, bro. I can't.
Not all the media is like that. Some of the media.
No. A lot of them cats like that, Dre.
Yeah.
A lot of these cats like that, bro.
But some of them will break it down just like you broke it down because they know the history and because they built a relationship with Darvin Ham. They know that already. You know what I'm saying? So that's why some of them, can relate to the media guys by name because you get built a relationship with them. Them guys actually know you, know your journey, know where you've been, opposed to those other guys who's like, oh, he hasn't done anything. And what? What do you mean? Do you know where this guy came from? Do you know how many guys in the league alone respect this dude? I don't think you understand behind the scenes too when they go get players' votes and they bring up his name. And I hear his name a lot. I hear Tyrone Lue's name a lot. I hear Doc Rivers' name a lot. These are the guys who players want around them. Ime Udoka's the same way. They love this dude.
Bro. Come on, man.
They love this dude. He can coach. You know what I'm saying? The dude can coach. He relates well to the superstars. He knows how to talk to them. You know what I'm saying? He holds them accountable. And those guys are not gonna go pout and be like, man, get him up out of here. Because they know they gotta hear that shit from somebody, and they gonna respect him more because it's coming from him.
And Dre, Boston made the biggest mistake ever. If you gonna punish a guy, you gotta let him. The man went to the NBA Finals first year, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not firing him, bro. I'm not firing, bro. Yeah. I don't give a damn, bro. Unless somebody is 6 feet under.
Yeah.
Because of him.
I ain't firing him for some shit that's been going on for years anyway. It's been going on. What are you talking about? It's been going on.
So you've been in the league and you heard these names. Darvin Ham, bro. So and here's the thing: when the players respect you, like you said, a lot of the stuff that's come out is BS. When they say, "Oh, all these dudes are turned on Darvin Ham," that's why I told you a lot of this stuff is media driven. And when the media wants something, because a lot of these dudes are turning to media fanboys. Right. So what they've done is they'll come and concoct situations. That's why you see a lot of dudes telling Stephen A, "You a liar. You ain't get this from nobody. You made this up." Blah blah blah. Because a lot of these dudes feel like the media have turned into fans, and they will concoct stories and try to persuade teams to make certain decisions based on things they say because they have a microphone and they have a little audience, bro. And that's the type of shit I'm talking about. Yeah, but you say the real. You say the real. You say the players. In reality, they like Darvin Ham.
Yeah. And that happens in certain points where the media can say certain things and other teams or management will listen to that and base their decision based off that. I've seen that firsthand before. It's got nothing to do with the player. You know what I'm saying? He could be a good player, but damn, he don't tie his shoes the right way. Oh yeah, we ain't gonna sign him. Like what? What we here for? The media do that as well. It's tricky, man. You got to know how to handle them. Sometimes you do what Marshawn Lynch used to do and not talk to the ones who are not credible or been where he's been. He won't even talk to those guys. He's gonna talk to the ones. Yeah, he's gonna talk to the ones he can relate with, who's been following him his whole career and ain't really beat him up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna criticize you, but we're not gonna beat you up because we know that you're gonna change the narrative. We're not gonna do it for you, But the media, man, they like.
How do you, Dre? How do you feel about the situation that happened with Russell Westbrook last year with the Lakers? You saw how everybody came down on Russ, man. The whole media came down on this dude. They tried to put the whole meal on them. The whole meal. He ain't there no more, and they out here taking L's right now. So you can't blame him. How do you feel about how the media tried to do Russell Westbrook, bro?
I think they did him quite unfairly. Because that goes back to you not knowing this man's history and not knowing what he's done for the game and what he's brought to the game when he first came in and how much he has grown and shown you over the years that he's a tough-nosed, hard player. They killed him in LA. And to me, I think that was a bad situation to begin with because to me, guys don't play well in their hometowns. I feel like if you're from, like me, I'm from Chicago, it'd probably be worse for me playing for Chicago than it would for Memphis because shit, you're gonna see your family, you're gonna see all these other people that, it can go either way. I just think it was a bad move for him. I think he kind of had to get out that limelight. I think he had too much pressure on him. He had too much to prove.
And then basketball-wise, he wasn't going to be able to play his game because the ball going to be in LeBron's hands a lot.
Yeah. So he's off ball. So it's not. It just wasn't a good fit. I mean, I didn't think he was still a bad player and all this. I think it has a lot to do with the way Russ is, his attitude, maybe, or it's not of a superstar at some point. So they kind of use that against him, so to speak, as if he's not a nice guy or a nice player, or the man does tremendous things in his community. I mean, he's a good guy off the court. I don't see anybody being nice on the damn court. If I'm playing you, I mean, we boys, but man, I'm trying to get bust your ass, Paul. So, I mean, they did him wrong, bro. At the end of the day, I'm a Russell Westbrook fan. I think he got to get back to the basics. I think he lost his way, along the way, which will affect your game. Do I think he's a bad player for that? No. I'm still taking Russell Westbrook today on my team.
I want to rewind to something you said. You said that you and Kwame was together in Memphis.
Kwame
have caught a lot of slack for a dude that played 10 years in the league. A lot of people have talked down about him and disrespected him for a long time.
Yeah.
What did you see behind the scenes with Kwame Brown, like in the practice and stuff like that? How did he work? What's your description of Kwame Brown?
When I first met Kwame, I'm gonna say it like this: he was a country boy, but he was the coolest dude I've ever been around. Like, he take care of everybody. He's such a nice guy, bro. He works hard, extremely hard. Look, I play this guy one-on-one after practices in Memphis. This dude is so strong. They drafted a man number 1, bro. So they're going to draft you that high for a reason. You obviously got some type of skill or NBA, readiness in you to be drafted that high. So you can't say he's a bust or whatever you guys, say about him.
But Stephen A. Smith said he never worked hard.
Well, how could he know that if he wasn't in those practices? I never seen.
I'm saying, but that's what he. No, I'm saying.
Well, that's what they'll assume, because a guy's career hasn't gone how you want it to go. All number ones have been different. All number ones are not going to blossom into this, this player that you want to blossom in. His timeline. Some players develop faster than others. He was one of those guys. You drafted him out of high school. So he was already a big baby to begin with. He's 17, 18. His brain's not fully developed. His game sure as hell wasn't fully developed. But since he was number 1, I'm going to put this pressure on him and just, make him feel like he don't belong in the league when you drafted him number 1. I didn't see that, man. This dude took care of everybody. He was one of the coolest teammates I've ever had, man. I talked to Kwame to this day. I just seen him in Chicago not too long ago.
Like, he worked hard in practice?
Dude, he worked hard, man. Dude had a quick first step. He was a 5-man, but was a face-up player. So he was like a 4-man. Dude was quick. He had small hands, but he was effective on that low post. He was strong as shit, man. Could rebound. I mean, think of all the other guys during the time they was playing in the league during that time, like Roy Hibberts, all these other bigs. You'll take Kwame before you take any of them guys. Kwame can play, man. I just think he caught a bad break. That number 1 stamp is tough when you got to live up to it, bro. If he'd have got drafted number 20th, we wouldn't even be talking about this. He'd just be another player, lost in a win. They wouldn't care about, because the guy still played 10 plus years in the NBA. So
let's talk about getting drafted number 1 and then having to go play on a team with Michael Jordan on it. So they're not putting the team around you. The team is gonna still be around Mike.
Yeah, around Jordan.
Yeah, because you the number 1 overall pick, high school coming in. Normally, when you're the number 1 overall pick, they're gonna put the team around you.
Right, and Mike was still playing around that time.
Yeah, Mike was playing. He was on the team.
He was playing. Right. And I think he just wanted the big. Yeah, it was.
That's the thing, though. But that's the thing. No, Kwame said Mike didn't even want to draft him. They wanted to trade the pick and get Elton Brand.
Well, yeah, I heard that too. But
they ended up drafting him. And so when you draft him and then you put him on a team with Michael Jordan and you expect him to be an All-American when you got Mike out here still putting up 18 shots a game, leading the team. Come on, man.
Yeah, because it's pressure on Mike too for drafting him. So they got to put pressure on Kwame to perform, or they're gonna get Mike's ass.
He said that Doug Collins was, man, treating them like a modern day slave out there, making them go through hour and a half workouts before the game, like hard workouts.
Yeah, that sounds like that was Jordan's decision, and he was a kid. You know, he not gonna be like, no, I ain't running them damn sprints. He couldn't tell it. Jordan couldn't tell that to a older vet or an older rookie. A guy out of high school who don't know no better, who's trying to find his way, is gonna listen to everything, even if it's brutal. Even if it's wrong. But he couldn't do that to nobody else coming out. You couldn't do that to an Elton Brand coming out.
Right. I mean, you still gonna have your people who are gonna try to be funny and say, "Oh yeah, he's a bust. He was the number 1 overall pick. He didn't pan out. He's a bust." Blah blah blah.
No one's a bust who went to the NBA and got drafted number 1. How are you a bust? Who the hell? Who got drafted number 1 that these people personally know?
Well, here's the thing. These guys ain't asking to be drafted number 1 either. The teams are drafting you. So the team drafts you and they put you in a certain situation. If a team drafts you number 1 and not a lot of people thought you were going to get drafted number 1, now they put you in a situation where if you ain't do what they thought you're supposed to do, they're going to destroy you.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And him being on that team
maybe,
with Jordan.
Maybe if he gets drafted to a different team where he's getting the ball, they playing through him a lot because he averaged like 10 his rookie year. So maybe if they're giving the ball a lot more, maybe he has a different whole outlook on his career. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It could have went similar to Andrew Bynum's maybe.
Right.
Could have went kind of the same. Like I said, if he didn't get drafted number 1, I don't think we'll be, it wouldn't be a whole Kwame thing. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you think that Stephen A. Smith and these guys went out their way to disrespect and use him as a poster boy for like they're saying he's a scrub, all this other stuff. He's a bust. Why do you think the media used this black brother when they had all these other people? You had guys like Adam Morris and all these other dudes, but they never said nothing about that.
Well, because they didn't talk back. Kwame talks back. Kwame got to take up for himself. So what do you do when a player talks back to criticism? He's not. You kind of turn it up and add more shit to the pile. You start saying what the other person has said now to throw shots at him now. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it goes. It's no wins in this for nobody. It's just wrong overall because you're talking about a guy like Stephen A. who really ain't played the game. And at the end of the day, you black like I am, man. We both made it. Ain't that the thing to begin it anyway? I mean, it's about making it, taking care of our families, and you shooting me down. You know what I'm saying? We don't come to your job and shoot down what you do. I mean, your takes ain't always the hottest takes.
Bro, I mean, he still was 8 years later starting for the Lakers, bro.
Yeah.
With Kobe. I mean, he's still starting for the Lakers with Kobe.
I mean, it'd be one thing to say, the guy didn't live up to the, expectations of the number 1 pick, but he still managed to have a, decent career. But to say like he's a bust and all this, it gets personal after a while to where so like, we gonna have to meet, dog. Because it's one thing to criticize me, and because you can criticize a person in a positive way, let them know the message like, yo, we riding for you, but last night you stunk it up. You know what I'm saying? But I know you're gonna be able to turn it around, type ordeal. Similar to how he was, Stephen A. was treating Allen Iverson. You know what I'm saying? The same. That's why they built the relationship. It's the same thing. But when you get a guy like Kwame, who's hearing all the riff and rav, and he starts talking back to these guys, y'all don't want him to talk back now. You didn't want him to defend himself because when he was a kid, he couldn't defend himself. He had to run them damn lines and jump off a damn box for y'all.
This is the last question I'm gonna ask you in this episode because I'm gonna have you back. Come back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Look, I'm gonna have you back as a regular. Look, but I want to say this to you, bro. What do you think about the Bucks trading for Damian Lillard? Now, here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even gonna say that. I'm gonna ask you that first. I'm not gonna get because I don't want to sway your. I don't want you people to say, "Oh, I swayed your answer." I'm gonna ask you that first. Like, honest opinion on that.
At first, I was like, "Damn, he going to Milwaukee?" I'm like, "Who they about to?" When it was just talks, I'm like, "Who they gonna give up?" And it's talking Drew. I'm a Drew Holiday fan, man, because I like point guards who lock up.
Come on now. Talk to
and me. Listen, and could score. That's the ideal point guard for me. That's why I like Westbrook, the Derrick Roses, the Chauncey Billups, You know, those guys, you know, when I was coming up, it was Andre Miller's consistent point guards, big point guards who locked up, man. And he was one of them guys. I'm like, damn, you giving up that because he was switching off and guarding your bigs and locking them up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but then you get Dame. Okay. I'm kind of, I don't know. I wasn't too high on it at first. I like Dame though. Superstar, bro. But it's like you already got Giannis and you got Brook Lopez who's transitioned to a three-point shooter. So it's like who's gonna lock up and play both ends? You know what I'm saying? Dame ain't gonna play both ends. So I don't know. I was kind of. I mean, I'm liking it now because they starting to mesh a little bit with, more, and I mean, somewhat. But I think him and Drew, to me, they had a better connection.
I'm with you.
As far as play, to me, you know what I'm saying? It's just
I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah, if you look at basketball, if you play the game and you know how players are, to me, that two-man game with them was more effective than Dame and Giannis, because Dame's a shoot first guard. Yes. So even if you set a good screen, roll and wide open, you may not get it. Drew's gonna make the right decision every time, and he locks up. I like him for that. I like guys like that.
And that's why I think they made a huge mistake. I think they gave away championship aspirations with that, because I think that they got enamored in Dame being a superstar, which he is. Yeah. But he's a superstar that doesn't play no defense. And if you don't play championship level defense, or if you don't try to play a high level defense, you're not going to win a championship, especially when you don't have all the defensive assets to make up for your lack of defense around you. And so
he's going to get exposed.
Drew fighting over screens.
Yeah.
Drew picking up dudes he's picking up fools 90 feet.
Yeah.
Drew Holiday doing all the small things that affect your team in a positive way defensively.
Yeah.
Which is what leads you to winning championships, which is help unlock Giannis defensively. It helps unlock Brook Lopez defensively. With Dame, he's so bad defensively, not fighting over screens.
Reliability.
All the time. You putting other guys on your team in bad situations where they got to overcompensate just to help you. And now guys getting burnt. Backdoor cuts for dunks. Wide open threes, guys getting left down because you biting down, trying to help on D, trying to help out because he got beat. Now,
well, that's why Indiana ran through him too, the way they did, doing exactly what you just did. They don't beat him 4
out of 5 times. Come on, man.
Yeah, playing basketball with him, just backdoor cuts, threes, screen rolls, everything. They were doing everything. But you're right.
And then you get in that 7-game series, you know you got to play Miami. That's gonna be that man. Come on, bro.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's gonna be tough to play a team like Miami or Indiana in a 7-game series, and you're not playing no D. Shit, you gonna get exposed too.
Celtics.
Impossible.
And they got Drew, so he gonna be picking you up full court now.
He gonna be locking that boy up. You're gonna have some tough games.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's basketball. Yeah. You
got to go deal with Maxey and Philly. Maxey picking up.
He picking up too, and he's playing a lot better.
And he giving you 28, 26, 27 a game.
Yeah, for sure.
Young guy.
For sure.
Come on, man. What they should have did was they should have played it out. Middleton come back healthy. Yeah, because he was hurt last year. They panicked, bro. Made a deal they should not have made, bro. If I would have traded anybody, I'd have traded Middleton. I would not have traded Drew Holiday, bro. To me, Drew Holiday, because when you got Drew Holiday, he got you over the hump to get you the chip.
Yeah, that's tough, man. That's the way the NBA goes. They got to shake up stuff to see how it works, you know, even if it don't work. I mean, it seems appealing to the public, but shit, this may not work. You know, the Lakers went through the same thing with bringing all those players over with Westbrook and all those things and trying certain things. It just didn't work. Doesn't necessarily mean those players are bad players, but for that particular team in that particular setting, and those players, they just don't work. You know, you got to shake things up.
We're gonna come in here next week.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna chop it up we're gonna see what happens in these games this weekend. We're gonna come in here next week, you guys, and chop it up. Mr. Andre Brown. Y'all understand what I'm saying? And Dre, if you ever want to plug anything you got going on and you doing, you can tell you can tell our guests, you can tell our chat anything you want to plug that you got going on, any of your social media, any of that stuff. You can plug it on our channel if you want. Just all you gotta do is just tell me.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
You guys, like I said, y'all look out for Andre Brown. He's gonna be on here a lot. Salute to the brother, man. We're gonna have you back. Matter of fact, when the next episode come up, I'm gonna get you back when we have Chris Copeland and when we have Kwame up here. I'm gonna try to get you back on that one too. So
let me guys, let me know, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna hit you up, dog. You already know what it is, homie.
Yes, sir.
All right, salute to you. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, all day.
Peace, bro. Yo, so salute to Andre Brown for joining us on the show tonight, y'all. And everybody else that joined us on the show, y'all smash the like, share, subscribe. Josh Powell will be here tomorrow. Tomorrow, Josh Powell will be in the building. Los Angeles Lakers, two-time world champion, former teammate of the late, great Kobe Bean Bryant. He will be in here tomorrow on tomorrow's episode. Tonight, we had former NBA player Andre Brown, man, came in, gave us some great commentary, man. This type of conversation I told you I want to have, man. Real talk, bro. I want to talk with guys who've been in the. I want to talk with guys who've been around these lines, man. Overseas, NBA. That's who I want to talk to, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. I can't do it with these trolls no more. Niggas trying to minimize real niggas. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. Like, share, subscribe. Salute to anybody who donated to this stream and supported this stream. Omar Black, salute to you. Rex, salute to you. Roger Johnson, salute to all of y'all in that Cash App with a donation. I appreciate all of you guys coming through, man. Salute to y'all. Much love, honor, and respect. And if y'all want to donate, all y'all got to do is click the link pinned at the top of the chat room. When y'all come on in, man, and I appreciate all of you guys, man. Y'all come on through. Y'all know what it is, man. Holla. Man, I'll holler back.